My name's Deborah Sharp, but people call me Debbie. So I'm married with two kids who are studying in America at the moment on scholarship. So we have a bit of an empty nest syndrome at home, and I've got my beloved Jack Russell, who is by my side most of the time. What I would really want to do eventually is to look after people or, underprivileged children or animals that need help, that kind of thing. I'm that kind of person. So no investments at all. I didn't really know where to start. I was working a corporate job my whole life and just focusing on bringing my kids up. And that's an expensive thing in its own. My husband bought a property in Joburg that we used to fund the kids' college now. So they're in the States on scholarship, but we've obviously sold that property and we've used that. So that was quite a good lesson, but we did that over 20 years ago. I built up a substantial amount of debt. I really lost a lot of sleep over it because I wasn't buying stuff for myself. I was, it was for the kids and it was just, okay, put it on the credit card, extramurals, trips away and all that kind of thing. And obviously just I wasn't earning enough to actually cover it out of my salary. And so 2020 obviously hit with COVID, and that's when things started to really fall apart for me in a sense. We were pulled into a meeting with the CEO, and it was a big company in South Africa. And he said, guys, start saving your money because we're in trouble. We're not going to, we can't actually bridge the gap. There was no cash flow. And cut our salary by, I think mine was 15% for 3 months, which I was like, I can't do that. I'm barely making ends meet at the moment. So, I was in tears. My wheels completely fell off. It was devastating, and it was the money situation, never mind the actual health situation that was hitting everybody. So basically they said, right, we're going into business rescue. It was quite a process. We were waiting to hear. They managed to thankfully save the store staff and sold the chains off to other retailers. So managed to save a lot of jobs. But unfortunately, head office, no, which was me. But I was fortunate that they decided to keep me on because of my skills. So they retrenched me and then took me back as a contractor. But while that was happening, I was trying to figure out, okay, I need another plan. This is not right. And also at my age, trying to go out and get a job over 50 is not an easy thing to do. I hadn't had an interview in years. I had nothing and I didn't have a plan. I didn't know how to plan. I just knew people are making money. How are they doing it? There must be more to life than just servicing this debt and, doing this rat race kind of job. And my job was good at the time, but in a couple of days, it was gone. I did not know how I was going to pay that debt off. I was in tears most of the time. And it was hard because my kids were obviously in the house. I was trying to put on a brave face, but now mom's got to go and start doing interviews, and I didn't want people to see that side of me. The debt was very hidden, and my hubby would go, just put it on your credit card. And I didn't want to tell him, listen, that credit card it's not maxed out, but I can't service it. Plus I was paying off a car. So basically I was like, no, there must be more to life than this. I'm going to start searching. So I actually I wanted to know, how do you trade on the stock market? Because I've heard all these stories about trading. I thought, no, that must be the answer. Of course, it's not that simple, but I didn't know that at the time. How can I make a fast buck? And so I started searching, and you came up on my Facebook feed, and you had the free webinar. So I thought, well, I've got nothing to lose. It's free. Let me join. So for starters, although I took such a hard knock with this, I'm a glass half full type of person. And I'm a dreamer. So I knew I can get myself out of this. I just need somebody who knows what they're doing to help me. I had to get myself into more debt to pay for the course. And that was a big thing. I bit the bullet. I put it on the credit card and, sweated a few bullets to go, no, I'm going to do this. So the commitment was there. I had to actually get involved in this. So with blitzing the debt, that was the module I went to first, because I think somewhere along the line you said you have to kill your debt. That was the first step. So I started with that module and started hunting for where I had little transactions going off, and boy, did I find some scary stuff in my credit card. But I used your spreadsheet, which was awesome. I started plugging all of that in, and then I could actually put it into a picture, and then it wasn't so scary. It actually took that fear away, because now I can see it. And that law of attraction started to kick in, where I would go, okay, I can see what I'm doing here. Let me try and shrink this some more. And then some income started coming in, which I didn't expect. I got bonuses thrown at me by the company that had retrenched me. I started getting multiple clients coming in, and then I could just pay this thing off even faster. It was very empowering. It was like, why did I not discover this 30 years ago? How much money have I wasted? But I dealt with that. I don't worry about that. But at the time, that was another thing. It's like, why didn't I find this out earlier? Out of the money that I have put in place, my safety net, I've continued doing the investment, so that's part of it. It's a debit order that just runs. So, I'm starting to be a lot more entrepreneurial in my thinking, and that's all down to you. And property. I want to buy property, but I want to buy a physical property as a rental. You taught me I can dream, but here's the plan to get to that dream. Here's a hardcore, proper plan where I can actually get to that. And I'm not there yet. I'm nowhere near there. And I've had a torrid year, but I'm on the right path. And my headspace is much better. I've got no debt. So I put up my little wealth, all the little pots. And I've got my, save to spend. So, and I divided it up properly. So now if I want something and I don't have enough in that, it's got to wait. Yeah. And it gives you that courage to take a different step, walk away from the 9-to-5 job and try something a little bit different, because I've got my safety net. So I can play around with something that interests me. My little investment portfolio, I had a look at it the other day and tried to look at it from fresh eyes to go, okay, so I had nothing and now I've got this. It's just sitting here and it's growing every month. Look at it. So that to me is a big selling point, but it's taken time to show that. So financially, I'm still on that journey, but mentally, I feel very rich and very wealthy with my whole life at the moment. I invested in this because I had debt and I did not know how to get rid of that debt. But that's just the start of it. It's you kill the debt and it opens up a whole different world to you financially, so that you can actually live your dream. And it's not just about laws of attraction and manifesting. It's actually hardcore skills that you'll learn in this university. So even though I'm not there yet, I'm nowhere near that, I feel like it's within reach. And, it's not so much the destination as the journey to there. That's another big thing I learned. It's like, oh, if I win the lotto, I can do this and I can do that. And no, actually, you're probably just going to blow it anyway, because it was easy come, easy go. So, it's that journey. It's basically, okay, I can be successful only if I do what I really want to do, not what someone else wants me to do. So that's the big learning for me. And I've been wanting to get out of corporate for a while because it didn't serve me. I'm not that type of person. And I finally had the guts to do it. Yeah, so this has been a wonderful life lesson for me this year, on top of what I've learned at FFU and the foundation that gave me. This is a transformative year for me. I feel like there's something huge going to happen. But I just want to say thank you, because you have changed my life. You really have. You've transformed it. So I don't know how else to say. Thank you. I'm very grateful.